Welcome to Brotato. But this time, it's not the demo version, it's the early access, I guess, full version. So, many things have changed, and just to kind of show it off immediately, I've actually beaten the game with every single character, and I've also beaten the game with every single difficulty. So I actually have everything unlocked. Here you can see, I've done them on various danger levels. Only beaten the game on Danger 5 once, on the night, so make of that what you will. And just to show it, in the accessibility options, I just use everything at the base 100% to kind of have the most vanilla experience available. So the plan here is to go through the game with every single character, but I'm not going to go and beat it on Danger 5. I'm going to actually go and beat it on Danger 1. Oops, let's just go back real quick before I get started. I want to actually show what the what some of the reasoning is. So first off, I'm going to start with well-rounded, just like last time. This time around, he still gets +5 max hit points, +5% speed, but he actually has 8 harvesting, and harvesting has been changed in this version of the game. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. I'm also going to do the build with cacti-clubs like I did last time. Cacti-clubs have been changed. They are now primitive and heavy. They scale less with melee damage. As you can see, only 80% scaling from melee. They crit for double damage. They have a fairly high cooldown, and the spines, the range component of the cacti-club, also scales worse now. It only scales with 50% range damage. But let's look at the danger levels. So Danger 0, no modifiers. Danger 1, new enemies appear. And Danger 2, inflation is higher. Danger 3, enemies are stronger. Danger 4, enemies drop less materials. And then Danger 5, 2 bosses appear at once. Now, Danger 0 has no modifiers, and then Danger 1 has new enemies appear. The reason why I like Danger 1, and I want to do this playthrough Danger 1, is that it basically gives you the full experience with all the enemies. Danger 2, 3, and 4 basically just tweak a few numbers and make the game a little bit, less likely to be beaten at any particular run. So I like this idea of having basically the full experience. And then Danger 5 is kind of a gimmick where 2 bosses appear at once. Spoiler alert, Wave 20 actually has a boss enemy. The game has 2 different bosses, and if you play on Danger 5, you get both of the bosses at the same time. It's pretty hard. It's quite unlikely that I'm going to be able to beat the game at any given attempt if I do Danger 5. Danger 1 seems to have been a really nice spot. With a lot of the characters, I've beaten the game on Danger 3, which is a pretty reasonably difficult challenge. I actually think Danger 3 is a quite nice spot to try. Overall, if you're looking for a challenge, I think Danger 4 and 5 are a little bit, they're a little bit too much for my taste. But yeah, Danger 1 is going to be the difficulty. The plan is to just have a single playthrough with every single character. This time I'm going to really make the episodes a little bit shorter. It's just going to be a single attempt. If I fail, I might show a quick edit of it, but really it's going to be just a single run. So anyway, without any further ado, let's get right to it. Well-rounded, cacti-club, Danger 1. Alright. And as you can see, the cacti-club, the way this weapon swings has also been changed. No longer does your character poke, but instead does this wide sweep, which allows you to hit a lot of enemies. This is actually a very desirable attack style for melee weapons. Not all weapons have this kind of attack, but the ones that do are excellent for AoE clearing. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm going to actually go luck early on, just so I get better level ups and better items in the shop. And let's pick up another cacti-club. It's also worth pointing out that the cacti-club, in addition to being heavy, is also primitive now. So you can double dip into these weapon modifiers, or weapon tags. So yeah, each additional cacti-club gives me extra HP, thanks to the primitive tag, and extra damage, thanks to the heavy tag. Alright, I still have some money left. I think I'm going to do a quick reroll. Insanity is a little bit tempting, though. I could get some crit chance right off the bat. Actually, I'm going to pick up Insanity. I'm just going to go. Alright, let's do it. This is a very easy wave. Lots of light enemies. Okay. Yeah, pretty smooth so far. Okay, 62 plus 4 on the ground. Alright. Now, something worth noting. Armor has actually been nerfed. This is one of those things from the latest patch. I think I'm still going to pick it up just to show what it does. And I will also pick up for melee damage. That's quite nice. So anyway, armor. Armor now, the first point of armor actually gives you only 6% damage reduction. It used to be 9%. And the breakpoint we're interested in is 10 armor. So 10 armor used to give you 50% damage reduction. Now it gives you 40, if I recall correctly. So yeah, armor has taken a hit for sure. But the enemy damage also got nerfed a little bit, so enemies are a little bit weaker. Alright, let's see. Snake bag, feet dagger. None of this is particularly interesting. I'm going to reroll. There we go, cacti-club. Perfect. Sausage is a little bit tempting, actually. You know what? I'm going to pick up the sausage. It's probably not going to be that good, but hey, if I get some extra elemental damage, this could have a nice little effect. And I am technically a tribrid at this point. So I deal melee damage, I deal range damage with the spines, and I have a little bit of elemental damage from the sausage. I just find this to be a kind of a neat way to go about things. Alright. Yeah, I mean, the early waves, the cacti-clubs absolutely destroy everything. It's quite fantastic. I'm going to get a little bit of hit point regen, actually. I'm going to get the Gentle Alien. Peaceful Bee is tempting, but I would be throwing away melee and range damage, and I really don't want to do that, so Peaceful Bee is not going to be happening right now. Broken Mouth is quite nice. I think I'm actually going to lock that, and I'll just pick up the Lemonade. Plus 1 hit point from consumables is just a nice little boost to have. The consumables I've noticed are actually a pretty significant part of survivability in this game, so wouldn't underestimate the food drops. And enhancing their healing capabilities I found to be quite nice, actually. Alright, get the shooters, or maybe not. Ah, nice meaty hit there. Yeah, the sweeping attacks on the melee weapons are really good. Okay, let's get 6 speed. Going fast is quite nice in this game. Yeah, I'll do the Broken Mouth. Medical turret is quite good as well. Oh, shoots healing bullets. Interesting, I think this got buffed. I don't think it used to be 3 health by default. I think it was 1, and then it scaled with engineering. That's another thing that got added into the game. It's a bunch of turrets, and I'll demonstrate how this thing works right away. So at the start of the wave, it spawns in, and as you can see, it periodically shoots these green projectiles at me. If they connect with me, I get points back. There we go, 3 hit points. Yeah, it actually heals quite a lot. This is very nice. Alright, let's get the tree. Got some food from it. There's another tree. Very nice. Now, the cacti-clubs are doing fine, but I'm starting to feel that 3 cacti-clubs might not be enough, so I'm going to try and reroll for quite a few weapons after this wave, I think. I want to get the materials down here. There we go. Alright, left a little bit on the ground there. A little bit too much, in fact. Anyway, 10 luck, still scales pretty nicely. Lifesteal is very important. Obviously, cacti-clubs are going to proc lifesteal a lot. Metal plate is quite tempting. So let's see how much 3 armor gives me. 17%, so obviously quite considerably worse. I think it used to be 23% at 3 armor, but I may be mistaken. Anyway, here's another new weapon. Ghost Axe, that's an ethereal weapon. So ethereal weapons have the shtick of actually giving you permanent stat ups for every certain amount of kills during a wave. So the Ghost Axe actually improves your damage by 1% for every 20 enemies you kill with it, which is obviously pretty good, and we're going to be using these on another character for sure. Okay, let's reroll, get out of the cacti-club. Perfect. So I'm a little bit tempted to not pick up the butter. Actually, I think I think I can afford throwing away the elemental damage. I guess I won't be pivoting into the sausage too much. I think I'll actually lock this, because having lifesteal with cacti-clubs is really quite fantastic. Both the melee component and the spines can proc it, which means you get just a lot of attacks. And obviously the sweeping attack will connect with a lot of enemies too, so melee weapons really quite fantastic with lifesteal. Alright. Nice and easy. Yeah, this is going reasonably well. And these floating elephant head things are actually one of the enemies introduced in Danger 1. And the projectiles they spawn, while very slow moving and easy to dodge, actually deal quite a lot of damage. These are really quite dangerous projectiles and should not be underestimated. Alright, so here we have 6 melee damage offered to us. Extra hit points is quite nice as well. Honestly, all of these are pretty good, but I think I'll go with the melee damage. I'm planning on sticking to the cacti-clubs for the time being. I'm tempted to take the fertilizer, and I think this is a good time to talk a little bit about the harvesting mechanics. So if we go over the tooltip, the way harvesting works now is it still gives you amount of materials and XP at the end of the round, but then the harvesting stat increases by 5% every time it activates, so at the end of every round. And if we think about it, fertilizer puts us to 22 harvesting, which means 5% of that is just going to be 1 extra harvesting at the end of the wave. I'm not sure if it's rounded up or rounded down. Maybe the 22 actually, if it's rounded up, it would put us over the threshold or breakpoint of getting +2 harvesting at the end of the wave. But yeah, as you can see, harvesting actually increases over time, which is really quite nice. And it has the problem with harvesting is that it seems quite good, but the issue with it is it's effectively an IOU, and you might not be able to actually cash out the benefit of the harvesting. Yes, you might get a bunch of extra materials, but then a bunch of useful items might never show up in the shop. So, there isn't just the opportunity cost at the time you pick up the harvesting, but there's also the fact that useful stuff might never show up, so you might never actually be able to use up the extra materials provided by the harvesting. You might just end up burning a bunch of resources on rerolls, and that's honestly not ideal. Anyway, I'm tempted to pick up the campfire because, yes, I'll be throwing away 2% speed, but I'll actually get a little bit of elemental damage, which is nice, and I'll get 2 HP regen. Hit point regen also works differently now, so you regenerate 1 hit point every X amount of seconds. No longer does the HP regen give you a bunch of hit points every 5 seconds. Now it's much more spread out, and it's actually a very consistent, and I would say in quite a few cases a little bit of a better stat, because it just averages out more, it doesn't actually average out more, but what happens is it just gives you hit points with at smaller intervals, but it only gives you 1 hit point each time it applies, but it'll just apply more often, which is quite nice. It just smooths out the whole healing process. Anyway, time to go. Okay. Let's check it real quick. Yeah, okay, I have 5% lifesteal. So lifesteal should be coming into play quite a bit now. Into a pretty comfortable spot. Yeah, and extra melee damage to the cacti-club is also doing a bunch of work. The club also crit quite nicely, so there's also that. Alright, nothing special from the tree. Alright, destroy these guys. Yeah, the good thing is I'm actually one-shotting pretty much the charger enemies. It's a pretty big deal. And here you can see the lifesteal and regen both are coming in quite a lot. Let's get some health from the turret. Well, missed it there, but didn't really matter. Okay, I think I'm going to actually get a little bit of extra armor for now. Ah, purple cacti-club, perfect. So there's another new item. Dangerous Bunny, 1 free reroll in the shop. It's pretty good to pick it up early. I think I'm actually going to pick it up. I'm going to get a free reroll. And I think I'll get the other medical turret. I'll also get the lens, and I might just lock the scar as well while I'm at it. I don't know if I want to get everything. Fertilizer I don't actually consider to be that good. I just want to show how it works. But yeah, it seems I am getting actually... No, maybe not. Not sure if this was in the previous shop or not. But anyway, it's 24 now. Yeah, I'll take the Scar. The extra bit of XP is quite nice. So this wave introduces the heavies. I believe the Danger 1 modifier actually makes it so that a few armored heavies also spawn in over the course of the wave. But I might be misremembering it. There's a special enemy that drops a bunch of materials. If I can get to it. Come on. There we go. Got a crate out of it. There's the armored heavy. Yeah, those guys are actually pretty menacing. They do a lot of damage. They're also very tanky. So yeah, quite a threat. Yeah, going reasonably smoothly thus far. Okay, Shady Potion. So 20 luck and -2 hit point regen. I will take this. And there we go. Full purple level up. So this was wave 8. I could still go harvesting and get a bunch of value out of this. I still have, 10 levels, or 12, 11 waves to go. Because obviously at wave 20 you don't really get to leverage it anymore. Okay, so all of these are pretty good. I could go to 50 luck as well. That's pretty interesting. I think I'll take the luck, actually. Roll the dice that way. So I'm just going to demonstrate right now. These spines deal 1 damage. If I take the lens, the spines still only deal 1 damage. So I do need actually 2 range damage to get a damage up for the cacti-club spines. Let's grab another medical turret. These are quite a nice little survivability tool. Let's just get our free reroll. I will lock the cacti-club. The helmet, let's see, 5 armor gives it 25% reduced damage. That's not fantastic, but it is something. I will take the Gentle Alien as well. And as you can see, certain items are now limited. So you can only have 10 Gentle Aliens. I've never actually had that many, but there you have it. And certain items are unique altogether, so you can only ever have 1. Okay. Oh yes, I love Wave 9. Just a lot of weak trash mobs. And they drop a lot of materials because there's so many of them. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, I want to get the little material guy. Actually taking a lot of damage here. But oh my god, lifesteal is really coming into play. There we go. And I got a crate out of him. Nice. Because he's basically like a mobile tree. He may or may not drop a crate, so... Got lucky there. These guys are, yeah, this wave went pretty smoothly for the most part. Wonderful. Alright, left 45 on the ground. Alright, blindfold, 5% crit, 5% dodge, -15 range. Let's take this. Oh, and a sad tomato, thank you very much. Yeah, let's take the 6 melee damage, and I'll go for the purple dodge. So I want to talk a little bit about the range. Now, the range modifier only is half as effective on melee weapons, so if I have -28 range, that's only -14 range for the melee weapons, and it also makes them faster. That's another thing. The melee weapons get faster if they have lower range, which is quite nice. I don't think I'll be taking the mastery because I do actually want some range damage, although it is tempting to just go full melee since the cacti-clubs don't really scale that well with range, but since I already picked up the lens, I kind of want to up the damage just a little bit. So I'll pick up the other cacti-club, I'll take the Gentle Alien. Hatchet's a pretty interesting weapon. It's a fast, primitive weapon. It has low base damage, but it hits quite fast, and it also has like a sweeping attack. But its range is very low, which is a bit of a problem. Here I'm going for the laser turret. I will not be picking this up since I don't actually have the engineering stat. This is the thing that boosts the various turrets and landmines, for example. Being over the Blood Leech. It's cost me some harvesting, but it gives me hit point regen and lifesteal. I think I'll actually pick that up. It's a nice survivability item. I'll take another Gentle Alien. I can also take another Cacti-club. The Lucky Charm gives me 30 luck, but it costs 2 melee, 1 range. I don't actually want... Well, it's probably worth it. Let's face it, luck is a pretty good stat to get. Yeah, I guess I'll lock it, and I'll just throw away the range damage. I'm not getting the spine damage on the Cacti-clubs. I just don't think that's really happening right now. Might as well cut my losses and just pivot towards more powerful stats. But yeah, the melee component deals a ton of damage right now. Yeah, the Cacti-clubs are absolutely wreaking havoc. The spines can still crit and they can still ignite enemies thanks to the sausage I have. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, overall it's... the spines aren't doing much other than proccing a bunch of lifesteal, which honestly is a good effect already, so the damage from them is not really that necessary. Yeah, got a lot of survivability right now. This is actually going really quite smoothly. I don't feel completely unkillable yet, but we might just get there. Alright. Let's see. Okay, black belt, perfect. 15 XP gain, plus 3 melee damage. Things that I absolutely want. Minus 8 luck. I'll take that. I could take blue range damage. But I think instead I'm going to actually get some range. Oh, and a red upgrade. That's another thing that's new. We actually have an extra tier of items, the tier 4 and red ones. So obviously I'm going to take the 12 max HP. That's a very nice and impactful boost. I'll grab the Lucky Charm. I'll grab the Shady Potion, which puts me to 92 luck. That's actually quite something. Alright, so now I'm going to go take the Beanie. Extra speed is really quite nice to have. Head injury as well. That big range up actually helped me out quite a bit, so now I can start burning that range again. I mean, it's still good to have long range weapons, but again, it's not it's not the end of the world if you lose a lot of range with melee weapons, instead you actually become a little bit faster. So yeah, wandering bot, pencil, weird food. I do actually want to get a bunch of dodge, so I am not getting the weird food right now. I'm just gonna go. And the turrets are healing me up quite nicely. Wonderful. Yeah, the turret positioning right now is really good too, because I can just stay in between two of them, and because they spawn so close together and they both can keep healing me at the same time. Yeah, the damage the enemies deal right now is not exactly tremendous, but I do have 5 armor, which is quite nice. And a little bit of dodge as well. But the dodge still isn't particularly impactful. The values are just a little bit too low for now. Okay. Yeah, the turrets are doing a lot of healing, let's put it that way. This was a very lucky turret spawn for me. Oh, got 2 crates right before then. There was another third tree on the top. So engineering doesn't really help me that much, but I might actually pick it up. No, wait, I don't think 6 engineering is enough to actually proc the extra health per shot. So I think I'll recycle this for extra money. I'll take a little bit of extra hit point regen. I have so much luck, so I can actually afford to burn through it a little bit. Obviously, blindfold very good. Crit chance and dodge, both stats that I'm very much interested in. Here, I will take the lifesteal, since it's just very, very good on cacti-clubs. Let's get another purple cacti-club. Perfect. Wandering bot is nice. A little bit of extra survivability makes enemies slow around you. Oh, that's interesting. Crit chance at 50 range. I'll grab the Cacti-club. I think I want the Cyclops worm as well, and then I might just take the night goggles. I mean, it's minus 3 max HP isn't a big deal, minus 2 armor. A little bit more of a deal, but 15 crit chance, I think. 50 range is probably worth it, so let's take the night goggles after the next wave. And very good. Okay, so wave 12. The final wave of the demo. Let's see how well it goes here. It's obviously an easier version because it's, first of all, it's a shorter wave. It's, I think, only 60 seconds versus 90 seconds in the demo. And the mob density, I think, is also lower in this iteration. Alright. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting quite a lot of value out of these healing turrets. Oh yes. Fantastic stuff, yeah. And obviously lifesteal is also coming in a lot. There we go, another medical turret. I don't mind if I do. 12% damage. Yeah, that's a pretty tempting thing to pick up. I think it's getting, well, it's wave 12. I can still leverage harvesting, but I think it's better to just go stats right now. Oh, +2 range damage. I mean, I have 89 luck, so if I reroll, I'll probably get a purple or not. Let's try that again. I'll take the red crit chance, thank you very much. Yeah, light goggles. Another medical turret. Interesting. I don't think I'm gonna grab the lemon anymore. Little muscly dude is very tempting. And pumpkin doesn't really help me. White flag, I'm not really interested in lowering the amount of enemies. It's a pretty expensive item too, but little muscly dude. Max HP, 3 melee damage. Very good, good deal. 15 range, doesn't matter. Good, let's go. There we go. And now I have that little slow bot around me as well. That's, well, slowing enemies down. Nifty little tool, that one. And I also have these turrets all over the arena now that can just heal me whenever I go close to them. The nice thing about having the turrets in separate parts of the arena is that they don't actually, well, they will actually ready the shot, so the moment you go into range you'll get the healing immediately, so I can go like between these two turrets here and just get a healing as soon as I get in range. Same thing with these two. So yeah, having multiple healing turrets, even if they're in separate locations, can still be pretty nice. And this obviously gives you the possibility of just kiting the enemies around the map and still being able to heal at various points when you go around the map, so really quite nice. Very happy with these turrets that are being offered to me. Let's just go through the mob. Oh yeah, that was a lot of enemies in a few swings. Yeah, 10% attack speed for 2% damage is a good deal, in my opinion. I'm gonna re-roll in hopes of getting a purple. Although attack speed is good, I think I'll actually just take the attack speed, yeah. Wings, so plus 10% speed, plus 30 range, minus 2 elemental damage. This is a really nice item, I love this thing. Gives you a nice burst of speed and range, and then I can use the little muscly dude and burn that increased range, or at least a part of it. Wonderful. Let's lock the cacti-clubs, let's get the coffee. I'm not going to get the plasma sledgehammer, but it's a pretty cool weapon. It's an interesting weapon because it doesn't have actually a weapon tag, so this is all you're getting. If you have multiple of them, doesn't matter. You don't really get any extra stats from them. Anyway, time to go. Okay. Yeah, looking pretty powerful right now. I have a good feeling about this run. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, these guys are. Yeah, they're getting wiped pretty easily. Okay. Extra crate, very nice. Another thing that got changed is that the crates now, in addition to giving you an item, also function like the food item. So they will heal you. So whatever the tree drops will heal you. And if you're at full health, your character won't actually attract the crates or the food, which helps you, save them for when you need them. quite a nice little mechanic. Yeah, I'll take the 4 speed for 6 range, absolutely. Toolbox, damn it. I don't want to throw away that attack space, I'm actually going to recycle this again. I'm not going to go to engineering at all this time around. I probably could have gotten away with getting a little bit of engineering, but not going to happen this time. Alright, let's combine these. Getting a lot of purple cacti-clubs, this is getting pretty exciting now. Bean Teacher, it's a little bit late for the Bean Teacher, it's wave 15, so it would have been nice if I was offered this thing earlier. I will lock the Wisdom, I'll take another medical, will I? I'll lock this for now, this does increase my survivability, but what I'll go for is the Defective Steroids, or will I actually? 3% attack speed is quite significant. But no, I think it's worth it, yeah, max HP and melee damage. Still probably pretty good to pick up, but it's a bit of a 50-50, honestly. It's getting to the point where the percentual stats are getting very important and impactful because my damage values are getting pretty high. Alright. Oh my, this is working really well right now. What's my lifesteal? 9%. Yeah, that's plenty. These big blobby looking dudes are very weak, so they die very easily, but when they die they spawn 3 smaller enemies that are actually somewhat tanky and can shoot projectiles periodically, so one of the strategies is to actually just keep them alive for a while so they don't spawn the small guys that can turn this wave into an absolute bullet hell. This isn't the worst of it, because I'm actually clearing stuff pretty effectively, but these things can actually get very overwhelming. Let's get a tree, very good. Alright, only 28 materials left in the ground, that's pretty good. Yeah, let's take the crit chance. Put in 52%, that's actually pretty good. I already have plenty of speed, so 9% speed is not that important. 6 melee damage is quite nice. Yeah, I have 50% extra damage. This is really plus 9 melee damage. I'll take it, I think. Wisdom's a good thing to pick up. Scaling damage is always pretty nice to have. Medical turret. Lemonade. Yeah, sure, let's go for it. Let's reroll. Another set of wings. I'll take it. The frog doesn't really work with me. Padding, not relevant for this character right now. And Flaming Knuckles also not particularly interesting. Oh yeah, feels good. Okay, so these guys actually buff enemies. So the red outline denotes the buff. And buffed enemies have more hit points, deal more damage. I don't think they're faster, but I'm not 100% sure. They might be a little bit faster, but I don't think the speed is altered. But yeah, I think my build has basically snowballed out of control for the most part. This is definitely a really quite powerful setup that I have going on here. Although, the armored heavies do deal pretty significant damage if you connect with me. But there's a lot of food on the ground. This is also thanks to the extra luck I have, which I have a lot of. So yeah, this is going pretty well indeed. Alright, yeah, let's grab the Terrified Onion, a little bit extra speed, doesn't hurt. Yeah, actually with max HP. I don't think I want the weird... Well, I guess I could throw 2% dodge away. Interesting, 12 dodge. This increases my survivability pretty significantly. I think I actually want to go for dodge. My damage is already really rather high. Weird Ghost, I'm not going to risk it with the Weird Ghost, so I'll go Wings, and I'll take the Power Generator. 1% damage for every 1% speed you have, and I have plus 41% speed. So yeah, it costs me 5% damage, but it's going to give me 41% damage, so obviously it's a very good deal. Right now, bumps me up to 90% extra damage, which is really quite good. And with this cacti-club, I am at full purple weapon set, so yeah, that's a pretty good thing. And these can also be combined to tier 4 cacti-clubs, so we'll be going for that next, hopefully. It'd be nice to get a lot of red ones. I'm actually curious, how much damage do these spines deal? Okay, so with 0 range damage, my spine damage is actually up to 2 now. Not very impressive, but hey. It's not about the spine damage, it's about the healing that I get from the spines. And the occasional ignition to suck the enemy up, because the elemental damage is so low, it doesn't really do that much. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this is a really, really nice spot with the 3 turrets here on this side. Let's go and grab the materials, harvest the trees. Very good, very good. Yeah, it works wonderfully. I think I might just be unkillable if I stay between the turrets. Yeah, this went well. Not a lot of money from this wave, though. Spawns a little guy that slowly shoots 10 piercing lightning projectiles around him for 10 damage each. I mean, let's take it. It's offered to me for free. Yeah, I'll take the lifesteal for sure. Incendiary turret, probably not. Well, I mean, it's not terrible. It's kind of weird. I'm getting a bunch of engineering items with this guy. Nah, I don't want to. I want to get the potato. That's just a bunch of good stats. I believe the potato is the item you actually unlock when you beat the game with well-rounded. So hey, got the well-rounded item with the well-rounded character. So yeah, let's just make a red one to show the stats off. So yeah, it hits pretty fast. 6 spines. Range is 225, but that's because I have 50 extra range. Yeah. So let's get on the cacti-club. Cool. Not taking the cog, not taking the eye surgery. Alright. Oh boy, I'm fast. Ah, here's the Tyler character. And also my healing turrets roll here, so yeah, this is a very powerful area to hold. Okay. So far, so good. Yeah, I don't... Okay, I'm not... Ooh, I'm not unkillable at all. Damn. That got really dicey for a second there. That's what happens. This game lulls you into a false sense of security. I think I actually walked into a bunch of these bullets, and that's what dealt so much damage. Alright, let's... I'm actually gonna recycle this. I will grab... I'll actually grab the hit point regen. I want a little bit of extra survivability. Piggy bank unfortunately came in a little too late. Would have been cool to pick this up much earlier. As you can see, this is potentially a very powerful effect. Wandering pot is not very interesting. Duct tape is moderately interesting. It gives me a little bit of armor. I might actually pick that up. Goat skull, not that special. Mutation might actually be worth it. I don't know. 3% speed. I would be throwing away 3% damage. That's not that important. My elemental is -4 anyway, so yeah, it's not really worth it. Reroll again. Rip and Tear is actually pretty good. So enemies have a 10% chance to explode for 45, so that's 50% of your melee damage. Or sorry, that scales with 50% of your melee damage. But it also has a base value, and I think it scales with the regular damage, so that's why it's why it is what it is. I'll actually take the Rip and Tear. Gentle Alien is tempting as well, but I could take it only for the last wave, where it's not necessarily that good. I'll actually lock the Lost Duck instead. Extra luck means extra food, and extra food means extra survivability, which is good. Let's destroy these turrets here. Very good. Got a crate already. Okay, pretty smooth, I'd say. So far, haven't taken a lot of damage. But then again, the speed goes a long way in helping avoid a lot of incoming damage. Alright. Yeah, I can just run through the thick mob pretty brazenly here. Not really get punished for it. Yeah, the healing is tremendously quick though. From all the turrets, from the lifesteal, from just the regeneration. It's quite fantastic. Let's take the plastic explosive. That actually synergizes with the rip and tear now. And yeah, let's get the 9 max HP. Let's spend 97, another medical turret. Don't mind if I do. And I will also take the beanie, which reduces my range, which in turn actually reduces my, or increases my DPS because my attack speed goes up. Vigilante ring is a very nice item to get early on. It gives you, yeah, 3% at the end of a wave. You get it at like wave 5, you can get a total of 42% extra because the last wave doesn't really apply. Okay, let's get another beanie. Boxing glove doesn't really interest me that much, and I think I will top it off with the metal. Yeah, I think metal is going to be the final item. I'll just think about it real quick. Cute monkey's good too. 8% chance to heal 1 hit point when picking up a material is actually a tremendously useful ability, but I think I'll go with the metal. Yeah, it just gives me a bunch of useful stats, sacrifice a little bit of crit chance. Just a good item. Cool. There's the boss. Does his little AoE attack. And this obviously changes in a little while. I might actually be able to kill the boss. Although my damage output is not that high. With certain ranged builds, I have killed the boss in about 10 seconds, which is pretty hilarious. And there we go, the boss mutated, now the AoE attack is bigger. So yeah, there's 2 win conditions: either you survive the wave, which is, you know, survive for 90 seconds essentially, or you kill the boss. In which case the wave can go a lot faster, but I just don't really have like a single target damage build. Although the boss is getting pretty low now. Gets a little bit trickier now, because he's moving around so much. Oh, a lot of damage there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to kill it. Although, maybe. Come on. Come on. 15 seconds. Let's go. This one's already coming down to the wire. I actually think I got it there. I think I had like 5 or 6 seconds down on the clock. Cool. So that was well-rounded. Let's see, yeah. Ton of items. Cacti-club heavy. 101 max HP, 15 regen. That meant 1 hit point every 0.69 seconds. Nice. 11 lifesteal. 95 damage, 27 melee damage. So obviously the cacti-clubs just hit pretty hard. And they also critted a lot, which meant they dealt double damage approximately half the time, so really quite potent stuff. 27 attack speed. This could have easily been higher. Crit chance was a very nice amount. Engineering even had a little bit of that. 38 range. This could have easily been lower because the cacti-clubs are melee weapons, so they get faster if they have less range, which is nice. 5 armor, 25% less damage. Nice amount. 38 dodge. This could have been higher. I actually wanted to have this at a higher value, but it didn't really matter that much. And 55 speed, which is actually a very high amount of speed. 98 luck, again, pretty high amount of luck, and pretty low amount of harvesting, 32. This basically translates into a few rerolls. Anyway, that's that for part 1. Join me next time when I at least attempt to go through the game with a brawler, with whom I've actually beaten the game on Danger 3, if you can believe that. Anyway, until next time, take care.